April 24th, 2026. We're gonna go over. My God, I don't even know what we're about to go over. Look, I am struggling to follow my own rules, and I understand now. I freaking understand why it's so hard to be a trader. I understand why trading is so hard. I get it. I totally get it now. Here's what happened today. First of all, we're going to talk about the market in general, and we had a continuation to the upside. We are still going. So whenever this kind of stuff happens, you basically want to just draw a trend line. You know what I mean? Like, look, we're in this channel. We don't want to take shorts. We don't want to take any short positions. We don't want to short the market really, unless we're outside of that channel. And if we do take short positions, sure, but just be careful. Like maybe reduce risk or just skip the trade or be careful. And then when we see long opportunities, we really want to be hitting hard. We want to be really going after it. Okay, so that's the essence of what's going on. Here is the price action for today on a 1-minute chart in the NASDAQ. Here's what happened today. All right, now we're going to get into the situation. Pre-market levels, what do we have? We have this pre-market high right here. And then we had yesterday's high right here. So we open, what do you see? We open, the NASDAQ opens and it comes up, comes down to previous day's high and rejects hard. Okay, that's nice. That's an easy trade right there. Not that we're taking that trade, but I'm just saying that's kind of cool. We come down again, get close to previous day's high and reject again. And then we're headed towards this level, this double or triple top. Look at this critical level from the pre-market. Look at this. Touch, 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 touch. Look at this critical level right here. So we're consolidating between this pre-market level, which I've marked in gray. I'm going to change that color right now to a red. And then we're coming back up to it for a final time. And when we come back up to it for a final time, we consolidate, we pop off, and we never come back. It's literally gone for the rest of the day. Now we're going to get into the setups. Every yellow arrow you see was my strategy coming into effect for a win. And then every red arrow you see is my strategy coming into effect for a loss. And we had a 75% win rate, which is a very strong win rate. That's good. Wonderful. Let's go over the alignments, then I'm going to end the video quickly. We're not even going to talk about the... I'm not even going to talk about the 5-minute chart today. Just because. That's just how I'm feeling. That's just how I'm feeling, man. All right, so here we go. We have crossed over on the 15-minute. Okay, we're in the red. That gives us permissions to take short trades once we've crossed over. If we were taking long trades, we need the 15 to be crossed over to the green. You understand. Simple as that. So we're not taking longs if we're in the red. We're not taking shorts if we're in the green. Simple as that. We want to be aligned with the 30-minute and the 2-hour. If we can align ourselves with the 2-hour and the 30-minute, if we get these three in alignment, we're in a major momentum trend. And that's where the probabilities are no longer 50-50. They are asymmetrical probability distributions, and they exist within momentum alignment channels. What does that mean? We're about to talk about it. The first alignment channel is right here. What do I mean? 15 minutes in the red and going down. 30-minute hasn't crossed over yet, but look, steadily going down. This is exactly what we need. So this is an alignment channel right here. On a 1-minute chart, notice the MACD. As soon as this MACD histogram ticks down, that was our entry. We enter right there because momentum is going up right here, not with the downward alignment that we've got going on. It's going up, 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 down. That's where we enter. So that entry was right here at this candle. And your alignment was that right there. Going on to the next one. Next one happened at 9:31. 15-minute in the red and strong. The 30-minute is still going down. This hasn't printed yet officially, so the 30-minute at this time actually looks like this, going down. What do we see? I entered late. Could have entered earlier, but I didn't. I entered late. I entered at this candle right here. Why? Because this candle broke the previous structure of this candle right here. This is a 1 minute chart. It's that simple. We're going down on the MACD. Going down on the MACD, stalling. Look at this, stall, and we tick down again. You could say it was a late entry, and you'd be correct. It's whatever. It's fine. I still took the trade, and the trade was still a win. Small win, but it's a win nonetheless. You enter at this candle right here, and this right here is your profit. It might not look like much, but in the futures market, that could be up to thousands and thousands of dollars right there if you're just sizing, depending on how big your account is. Next alignment on the day was this one. This was the main alignment that happened today. Okay, what are you talking about, Navadici? You just said we're not taking long trades if the 15-minute is not in the green yet. And you were right, I did say that. But I want you to notice this 15 is now going up. See how it's ticked up? Still going up. This is ticked up to the upside. We're not going down. See how this is going down, and this ticks up right here? See that? So this was another alignment channel right there. Okay, now, if you skipped this, because remember what I said, this isn't in the green yet. Well, that's fine. You just wait a little bit longer, wait for the 15 to be in the green. Okay, we're going to wait for the 15 to be in the green. We'll just skip forward, boom. Now the 15 is in the green. Okay, right there. What happens right here? 15-minute is about to finish in the green. The very next minute, this 15-minute is going to conclude in the green. It's already in the green. It's going up. We know we're in a strong alignment. The 2-hour is going up. Remember the daily chart? We're going up. The 30-minute is now pulling to the upside. So this is the beginning right here. This is the beginning. At this time in the day, okay, right here, around 10:27. This is the beginning of a potential huge upward trend because the daily chart is ripping upward. The 2-hour is ripping upward. The 30-minute is now changing direction, which is a serious event. It's already changed direction, look. But it's changing direction, which is a serious event. The 15-minute is crossing over, which is another serious event. So we've got this big alignment occurring right now. That's why this was an entry, because why? MACD down, we want to go up, right? Remember, we're going up. It's going down, no trade, and now we enter right here. Your next win was this. And again, if you're talking about the futures market, or if you're trading with large enough size, that's a lot of money right there, and that's all we need. We just need a lot of money. Not a little bit, we just need a lot. Okay, now the next setup today happened right here. I'm sure you can kind of tell why this was a setup, because we're now in full alignment, and we had a huge monster volume confluence. So that's a big deal. We could have even entered right here too. Look at this. We could have even taken that entry. For sure, nothing wrong with that. Absolutely fine. And this resulted in a win as well, but this win took a long time because if you entered at the close of the candle, like I teach, you would enter right here at the close of the candle. Stop loss at the end of the candle, or a little bit below it if you want. We'll take a little bit below just because this was a monster-sized candle. We'll be a little bit tighter. Then you would have to wait for this first line to hit, which is a 0.6R ratio, and that didn't happen for literally, let's do the math, 10:45 to 11:30. This was about an hour. This was literally 45 minutes you would have had to wait for this to play out. Now, was it a win? Yeah, it was a win. But sometimes the trades take 30 seconds. This is what's so crazy. And sometimes the trades take super long, like 40 minutes to an hour. All right, the next alignment that happened today was right here. And this is ugly. So the 30-minute and the 2-hour is strong to the upside. So this is a short trade. So if you're taking a short trade while everything is going strong to the upside, one, you're pretty foolish, and two, you should protect your money quickly. Like instead of doing your stop loss, here's where you enter right here at the close of this candle. Instead of you're doing your stop loss like at the top of the candle, maybe a little bit tighter, so that your profit is a little bit quicker. You know what I mean? So just be careful. So this was the next alignment of the day that would have paid you wonderful amounts of money right there. Happened at 13:28 p.m., 1:28 p.m. in Texas time. Okay, the next one. The next two trades on the day that happened, rather, were right here. Bear with me. There we go. These were the next trades. Both of them were losses. Let's see if we can find any warning signs. Well, we're taking short trades during a strong alignment, but our 30-minute is going down. That's why I had confidence. 30-minute going down. 15-minute is in the red. Then we had a tick down. Now we're not going up anymore. Up, and now we're going down. So that was my conviction and my reasoning for taking this trade right here. It was almost a win. Maybe it could have been a win actually had you played it a little bit tighter. So if you would have put your tight stop loss, maybe you could have got the win. We're going to call it a loss though, just because it was a loss, and losses happen. That's normal. You're helping your fellow traders out when you lose. And then this was the next one, 15 strong in the red, 30-minute. Hasn't really crossed over yet though, so it's still a weak setup. We had a tick down in the momentum. You can see that right here. Look, up, boom, tick down. That's the entry. Also a loss. Also a loss, not a big deal. If you've got a strategy like the one I'm teaching, where you allow for runners to run and you wait for alignment, then you technically only need a win rate of around 65 to 75%. 65% is okay. You're at least surviving. 70% is really good. 75% is that's strong. That's really strong. And today we had a 75% win rate, so that's good. That's fine. And yeah, until the next one. Also, one more thing I want to point out. Look at how the price action plays with this pre-market high. Okay, here's the pre-market high right here. Look how the price action from today plays with this line. With all that being said, I will see you in the next one. Take care now.